Now we're on there!
Yeah!
Alright. Hello guys. Welcome to Couch Talk, episode 14, where we are for once not actually doing a Doctor Who review. Yeah!
Well, it's been like a while.
It's still space!
Still space!
Yes, so in fact today we are doing a review for the newest segment in the Star Wars franchise, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Yeah.
It's finally here!
Yes.
You start scrolling credits here. That's how we could have started the review had we all been on the same couch.
Yeah.
Guys, there's a lot of feedback going on.
Are you going? Is the audio going through your speakers, like on your computer, or through your headphones?
Through my headphones.
Okay.
Oh, I'm getting a little feedback too. I mean, it's not terrible.
I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
I hear you guys.
I mean,
I'm gonna scream into the microphone and cause some feedback. See if it happens. Ready? Whoa! Anything?
Didn't we have this problem like right before we did our?
I don't know. Do you think you can, Alex? Do you think you can survive with this?
No.
No.
Take your headphones out.
Take your headphones out.
Yeah,
Plug them back in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, anyways, guys. Hey, Alex. Good.
I'm still hearing feedback.
Anyway.
Okay.
Sorry, Alex, I have no sympathy. I've got places to be in a few hours.
Yeah.
I think you could try just unplugging the headphones altogether and just use your computer's mic.
Yeah, just use your computer's mic.
Try that.
Anyway.
Hi.
Is this
Sorry, Alex, I have
good? Good,
I'm
Alex?
still hearing feedback. I'm still hearing.
Yeah, I'm hearing the delay too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Altogether, just use your computer's mic. I'm hearing a lot of delay. This is
Whoa.
like time travel.
Whoa.
Are you, Connor? Are you getting delay?
Yeah. You can like try that and it's.
Good? Good, Alex?
No, I'm not good.
Yeah, I'm hearing the delay too. This is trippy as fuck.
It took us 3 times to get the first one right. Let's try.
Connor, are you getting delay?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's going on?
Zane!
I got nothing to do with this.
Trippy as fuck.
It took us 3 times to get the first one right.
His computer is just ready to. Hold on. Oh my god.
What's going on?
Zane!
Oh my god, okay. Put your headphones back in.
Do with
Put your
it.
headphones back in.
His computer is just ready to. Hold on. Oh my god.
What's going on? Oh my god, okay. Put your headphones back in. Put your headphones back in. Put your headphones back in. Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god. I just traveled in time. Ooh.
that's a
That was
little.
trippy.
That's a little better. I'm not getting as much feedback now.
Well, he plugged his headphones and that's why.
Is it better now, Alex?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
Okay, so never do that again.
All right. So we gotta get going here, guys. All right.
Okay. Do you have notes
So-
for this one, Zane?
No, this is kind of free fall. So
Good, it's a longer movie.
yeah. And I've only seen it with you, so I mean, I've only seen it once.
I've
Oh,
seen
there's
it
feedback
3
still.
times.
You've seen it 5 times. 5 times, Alex. So you probably know more than all of us. You know. But anyways, hi again. I'm Zayman White from Van White Productions Live. We're reviewing Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I am so sorry for that interruption.
I'm still getting feedback.
Alex, you're going to have to live with it.
I'm not gonna live with this. This is weird.
If you want, you can try leaving and coming back into the conversation, but we can't. Okay.
I guess.
never mind.
Okay. anyways,
But we
okay.
can't promise anything.
Yeah. All right. So, initial thoughts. guys.
Ah, that was so cool. That's my
Yes.
initial thought. There you
What
go.
he said.
Yeah, it's I mean,
It's Star Wars, and it's not like it was well done.
yeah. Alex, what's your initial thoughts? Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What are your
Okay.
initial thoughts?
What are your initial thoughts?
Wow.
Yes, I agree.
Accurate. I agree from that.
Yeah, I was completely blown away by this film. Like I had really high expectations for it. Ever since Disney announced like, oh, we're gonna do episode 7 in 2015, I was immediately like most anticipated movie ever, and it lived up to the hype and at some point surpassed it. It was incredible. I geeked out hard.
Well, I mean, heck, I was even in that old Obi-Wan Kenobi's outfit. I mean, come on, how much more Star Wars can you get than that?
Han Solo for the win.
So good. So yeah, it lived up to the hype. I want to talk about all the trailers later on. Towards the
Who
end.
cares about the trailers? Let's just talk about.
Well, I told because they didn't give anything away, and then to put in like a quick like feminist thing, like the fact that we all had the advertisements with Finn with the lightsaber, but Rey's the Jedi.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome because it was so unexpected.
Yeah.
Raise my spirit.
Interesting fact, guys. Interesting fact. Finn is like only the third character that's technically not a Jedi to use a lightsaber.
Right. It's Grievous, and
Han. Han used it in Empire Strikes Back.
Han used it in Empire Strikes Back. You're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I was trying to think
Go ahead.
or if he was just able to use it. I was like trying to figure that out during the movie. I was like, wait.
Well,
I mean, you can use it, but like you don't have the force to just wave it around. You're gonna cut someone. Someone.
Yeah. And like Maz said, like, oh, he didn't even know it was like a weapon. Really, it's just
Right?
like, I need a weapon. You have one.
You have the coolest weapon in the entire goddamn galaxy.
Like coolest weapon
Connor!
ever.
Gosh darn galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, I would find it hilarious. Kind of rewritten this, but it'd be funny if someone actually tries starting up a lightsaber and it happens to be the wrong way.
Oh.
Oh.
Just down. That's why they hold it out here just to be safe.
Yeah.
Well, I think here's what happened. Like, the First Order like conditioned like everybody in the First Order to believe that Luke Skywalker was bad. So they probably trained a select few of stormtroopers as like a worst case scenario thing. It's like if you encounter a Jedi, this is what you do.
Yeah.
And they probably practice with like those like that one stormtrooper had that like electro.
So freaking cool.
That was cool. I mean, seriously, how often do you see stormtroopers able to actually fight off a lightsaber?
Never.
I mean, no, they're both stormtroopers, but like
Stormtroopers can't usually do
One has a
anything.
lightsaber. I mean,
one has a lightsaber. I think the fact that we didn't have any technology to defeat it before was because the Jedi were dying out and the Sith were in control.
Yeah.
So the fact that we finally had the rise of Jedi, the First Order was like, just in case.
Yeah, worst case scenario, it's like the nuclear option.
Right.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so much about this movie that we could talk about.
Right.
Let's rein it in. Let's rein it in, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try to narrow this down to like big moments, pretty much.
Big moments.
Ray herself is a big moment.
Ray is just everything.
Ray is amazing.
Ray is awesome.
Ray is my favorite, like, ever. Like, I enjoy strong female protagonists, but this one, I was like, that.
Like over Mad Max Furiosa.
I've never
Well,
seen
she
her.
has a
Yes.
lightsaber, so.
All
If
right.
they got into a fight, she would technically win.
Yeah, she probably would.
They would win. She would win.
I don't know if she headbutts people, though. I don't know. Furiosa does that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean...
Nobody wins with a headbutt.
Headbutt is like a solid hit, but that's like a stun hit. You gotta, like, lightsaber to the face, but we're getting off topic.
Mediocre.
So anyways, so yeah, Rey, it's a good progression of her character within one story, and obviously we're not done exploring her character, because we have way more to do with her character.
I think
but
she's clearly the Luke of this trilogy.
Well, yeah.
She's the Luke, the Han Solo, the Leia, she's everybody.
Well, if you had to pick one archetype that it's predominant, it's Luke. But yeah, all the characters are mixed like archetypes and stuff like that. Like Poe is like Leia, Han, and Luke.
Yeah. Then we need to bring up the very important thing and the biggest niche with this entire movie is the similarities between this and the first one, A New Hope.
Well,
exactly. Yes.
It had to be. Like it's the first of the trilogy and stuff like that. And one of the main themes about this film is like generations, like going through the same thing over and over again. And that was like really like prominent in the scene in the Maz's cantina, which was like the cantina scene basically. Like how she went like, oh, evil has always been around here. Like I've seen it take many forms. The Sith, the Empire, and today the First Order. That it had to be like that and stuff like that. And the First Order is basically like the next step of the Empire. It's just like they went back. It's just like, oh, you guys, you were on. The First Order is like, oh, you guys were onto something, but you guys didn't do it right. You gotta like condition them that the Jedi is bad. The Jedi is bad from birth. You gotta take the kids from their family and begin to train them, and then you gotta build a Death Star in a planet, not actually like an actual station. You gotta build it in a planet.
Which on that, I just have to mention, I love it when Han is like, they're like, so it's a bigger Death Star.
Yeah, so it's bigger.
It is.
I mean, yeah, it basically is. I mean,
yeah.
No. But Alex, I 100% agree with you. It's the same thing for the generational gap, but there are so many twists and turns that we really don't expect that really keep everyone engaged.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't remember who I heard it from, but someone said that this Force Awakens, it is pretty much like A New Hope, but at the same time,
A New Hope for a better than prequel.
Yeah, but the thing is, what they do is the old aspects that we liked in A New Hope and so forth, they bring them back and do the same thing. But luckily, J.J. Abrams, being a really good director.
Well, yes, he knows how to work with actors.
And he brought
George Lucas. I love you. You're awesome, but he's not really that great with like actors. He's more of like a visual storyteller, more so than like an actual actors. Because one of the aspects that was better in A Force Awakens than A New Hope was clearly the acting with Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Harrison Ford, Adam Driver. We'll get to him eventually. Yeah, there's some meat there. But yeah, it was clearly a better acting-wise. And the chemistry was so good and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not talking just the acting alone. I'm talking the way the actual movie is. We get those old elements, but JJ added his touch to them and made them work in a way, like Connor said, that we still like.
Yeah.
But the old audience will still like say, "Oh yeah, I remember that." That's it brings back. And this is why I like this movie so much. It's like, it's a good tie-in for both the old generation Star Wars fans and the new generation Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
It brings back something that the prequels were really missing, was that tie-in to the original trilogy that brings everyone to Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well, the prequels were leading up to the original trilogy, though.
But even
it
then,
could not be the original trilogy, but it still had to be Star Wars. But
it still had to be Star Wars. But the fact was that even if you don't have those callbacks, like one could argue that's one of those parallels. Of course, in a Couch Talk review, I'm going to parallel with Doctor Who. But one of the arguments that people have with the Matt Smith era is that it has no callbacks to the Russell T. Davies era. There are none of the returning characters. There are none of the returning companions. It was an entirely new system, which a lot of people couldn't get through and therefore did not appreciate Season 5.
Yeah.
That is a big thing. And I feel like that came back in the prequels because we heard Obi-Wan, we heard Yoda. But the arguments could be made that Obi-Wan wasn't a huge part of the trilogy. While he was a big deal in A New Hope, he didn't have much of a contribution. It wasn't that much of a weight, in my opinion. The argument could be made against that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Leighton? What do you think?
Yeah, please talk, Leighton. You're
You're just staring at the.
You're blatantly staring at us.
I'm taking it all in. I've only seen all of the movies once, so I don't have a whole.
We are gonna change that.
When we get back, we are doing something about it.
I mean, I really liked
You have to complete
the
your
prequels,
training.
but it's because I saw the prequels and then I saw the original ones. I watched them in order.
Yeah, that's what we did, Alex.
Yeah, over 3 months.
Yeah, so I really liked it. So I really liked the prequels, and I was one of those people who knew nothing about Star Wars to the point where I was whispering to my dad, I'm like, I think Anakin might be Darth Vader.
No way!
Brilliant. I love it.
Oh, Leighton.
So I thought that the prequels were good, whereas other people who watched the originals first would be like, oh, they just didn't have that same feel. I was like, the new one, the original ones are kind of old and really bad things. It's it took a step down, but it's
definitely the order of which you watched them has a huge factor. Because I know I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I like the prequels, but because they're Star Wars, but I'm not I want to see Star Wars. I'm not going to pick up a prequel. I'm going to pick up one of the original trilogy.
See, I prefer
The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
See, I prefer the prequels, but that's because of how I watched it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Order has a huge thing.
Yeah. I grew up with the prequels. I saw them all in the theater and stuff like that. But I love Star Wars altogether. But I know now, as an adult, and with Force Awakens and stuff like that, that these are much better quality films, acting-wise and story-wise.
Yeah.
But I like the prequels too, and they hold a special place in my heart because I grew up with them.
Yeah.
Maybe Attack of the Clones, not so much.
I agree with that, but I feel not to stop the whole classic trilogy versus prequel debate, but we gotta get back to the Force Awakens.
Yeah, Force Awakens. That's what we're here to talk about.
That's what we're here to talk about. The new one. We are in the era of the sequels.
So based on that, they're really a lot like the prequels too, which is why I really like the new one.
Yeah.
So far. Because it has all the really good stuff.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams did a fantastic job of mixing the trilogy and the prequels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Essentially, just Star Wars. He made a Star Wars.
Well, we're and we're thrown into the middle of the story again. There's no build up or anything like that. We start out with the Poe already on Jakku with the old guy, and and we're in the middle of the story again, and I don't want to do any comparisons and stuff like that, but it's sort of in A New Hope, we're already the rebels are already fleeing from the Empire and stuff like that. They're in mid-chase and stuff like that. It definitely had that Star Wars feel of being it's based on the public serials and stuff. I don't want to get too nerdy, stuff like that, but it's episodes, literally episodes of a TV show, going on, and there's stuff that happened that we don't even know about, but there's already weight to them in the characters and stuff. With Han, for instance, there's 30 years, Han and Leia and Luke, there's 30 years of history we don't really know about.
Mm-hmm.
And you see maturity to them. They're not exactly all the old wise old guys anymore. They're the characters still trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah, and you get that in lines like when it's just like, "You're Han Solo," and he's just like, "Not anymore." Like that.
Well, I was, and
yeah, I was.
And it's the same character, but so much more weight to him and stuff like that because of what happened with Leia and Ben.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think we should get to that soon with that can of worms.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like everything. It seemed like in those 3 years, not everything was hunky dory and like.
Well,
yeah, it wasn't like peace that we assumed to be.
No.
Yeah.
And I mean, Han does kind of hint that he's, well, whether it's official or not, it almost seems like Leia and Han kind of like divorced and then got back together, then like divorced again, and then
they separated.
Yeah,
they separated.
I mean, I don't think they were married. Of course, we don't know if they were. Well, I don't.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
It's like a modern. It's like a modern relation. It's like a modern relationship. Like people have.
They had a kid together. Like that's a huge thing.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's kind of a big
married or not. You're committed to each other.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to keep this because I gotta head out in less than 20 minutes. So I'm gonna try to keep us on track. So let's just go through the characters, main points, and then what we thought, and then we'll go from there. And try to keep your answers kind of.
We can talk 20 minutes about Kylo Ren, dude. We're not gonna get this done.
Yes, we will. We will make sure we get everything said in 20 minutes. All right. So Finn, did we like yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
He was adorable.
He was adorable. He was comedic. And he was like the one rational person that related to the audience that had no idea how to understand anyone.
What is happening?
Right?
Yeah.
And he was a stormtrooper, which is something we never get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but the cool thing is he was a stormtrooper who realized he was doing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like Rey and Finn were kind of like on the same journey, like discovering like who they actually are, because like Finn was in a bad situation with like the First Order, and he's becoming an individual. Like he didn't even have the name Finn before. It was Finn FN 2187.
Talk about character progression.
And then like Rey, she's okay. In my opinion, she was amazing. She was amazing. Okay, and she was on the same thing. She was kind of like no one, even though they didn't have that line in the movie. She was on her path to self-discovery. Like the Force was awakening in her.
Yeah.
There's
so much development because she started out, unlike Luke, she didn't want to go anywhere. She wanted to stay there and wait for her family.
Yeah.
That's all she wanted to do.
Yeah.
But because of all this happening, she discovers in herself that she really wants to go out there, explore the universe, explore all these myths and stories she's heard about over the years.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. She's a nerd. I like it.
Rey is Bay.
But
Rey's Bay.
She's so innocent too. Like she's like always like blown away by everything. Like when they bring up like the Jedi. Oh, I thought they were a myth. Oh, Luke Skywalker. I thought he was a myth.
You're Han Solo. Like,
Wow.
Mind blown.
She's the audience in the moments.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker.
He doesn't show up till the last minute.
Right? Alright, what's the next character? We kind of
we kind of said Rey. How do we think of more mature Han Solo? And Chewbacca.
It's classic Han Solo, but he's more mature. I like it.
Yeah. Like, he was clearly the Obi-Wan role, which I love what JJ did with that, because, like, it's common sense to think, oh, Luke will be the Obi-Wan role, but no. And it shows Harrison Ford honestly deserves maybe an Oscar nomination for his performance.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
he really does.
Yeah, and he clearly, like, there's so much pain in his eyes and stuff like that. Like, he's, like, trying to, like, be himself and stuff like that, but he can't, like, hold back. Well, he's trying to hold back what happened. He's trying to,
which is such a huge change from the I love you, I know, to the, like, touching Kylo Ren's face as he dies.
Yeah.
You have to bring that up.
I mean, we had to bring it up.
Yeah.
That was just like heartbreaking. Like bring back a New Hope. It's Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader, but there's an extra layer to it of being actually father and son.
Right.
Yeah.
And just Kyle. Well, yeah. Are we done with Han Solo? Because I want to talk about Kylo Ren.
Well, did we? I mean, Chewie is Chewie.
Chewie's
So yeah, let's move on to Kylo Ren.
Take off, Waka Waka.
Kylo Ren.
I got that reference. Kylo Ren. Here's the one thing of why I like him, besides the fact that he's like the angsty teenager we all were at one point.
And still are sometimes.
Be realistic. I mean, it's the fact in that 1 second before he is about to kill Han Solo, he is physically struggling between the light and dark side of the Force. And that is something we never see, let alone in a Sith.
Yeah.
Like Anakin, it was a clear, gradual shift to the dark side with a clear, deciding moment.
Well, when we start with Kylo Ren, he's already chosen the dark side and stuff like that, but he's being like called back to the light, but he doesn't want to. He wants to be like Darth Vader, and
but you
see the struggle in his eyes. It's just like like Ben and Kylo Ren are like fighting in that one scene on the catwalk and stuff like that.
You see that he wants to be on the dark side. You see he wants that power. Even like when he's talking to Darth Vader, he has that position on the dark side. But you see in his eyes, that moment before he kills Han Solo, he is legitimately thinking, why don't I just go with my dad? Why don't I just go home?
Yeah, when they're holding his lightsaber and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it cuts back to his like conflicted and stuff like that. About, okay, should I do this?
In that moment, I really wish
help me. Yeah.
I really wish Han would have just taken the lightsaber away from him, because like
you don't get your toy back.
It doesn't anymore.
A mile away though.
As soon as he's on the bridge, we're like, no, guys.
I know.
Oh God. When he was going on the catwalk, when he saw Kylo Ren, it was just like,
oh crap!
Oh God! They're actually going to go for it.
You knew it was going to happen, but that's what made that scene so great. Is for a brief second, you thought it was going to go the other way, and that was good directing, good storytelling.
As soon as it happened,
in the theater when it happened, there was an audible gasp.
There was an audible gasp. My jaw dropped. My hand went.
As soon as it happened, I was like, and I leaned over to my dad. I was like, I effing knew it. That was my immediate reaction.
Yeah, I mean, Alex, I remember sitting next to you, and I could, the whole time, dude, you were just, wow. You were doing so many different things at one time. It was like,
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Yes, you were showing so many emotions at that point.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand why, because Han Solo.
It's Han Solo.
It's Han Solo.
It's like the death of manliness.
Exactly.
Manliness embodied stabbed by his own son.
Like he established an old archetype of person, an archetype of character.
He's Han Solo.
He's Han freaking Solo. Like I would be swearing right now if I could at how cool he is, but I can't. So I just need to
I dressed up as Han Solo.
The next episode though. So whatever that means.
Right? He got confirmed for the next episode.
It's just rumor.
It's just a rumor. Okay.
I mean, it could. I bet you what it's going to be is probably a flashback of Luke telling Rey about, something that happened before he disappeared or something.
It'll be interesting. We'll have to see where it goes.
Yeah.
We should do another episode of this because, like you said, you gotta go in like 20 minutes. There's no way we're gonna get
just Star Wars. What's next? What was before? And now.
Yeah.
There's so many can of worms that we haven't even opened yet.
Yeah.
I know. So quickly, what do we think of Leia?
Awesome.
She was good.
Yeah. She's always kind of been a character for me, so.
I think it really is a good character for as she grew up.
Yeah.
Like as a classic, or it's no longer the princess. She's a general. She's doing what she's always wanted to do, and that's help people in that situation.
Well, she accepted her role.
Yeah, she accepted her role.
Like Han ran away and stuff like that. He went back to smuggling after Ben turned to the dark side. Well, Kylo Ren's real name is Ben. Ben Solo. Let's just get that out of the way. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yep. Spoiler alert. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Spoilers. Star Wars spoilers.
Yes.
I mean, seriously though, if you haven't seen Star Wars at this point, I mean, you shouldn't be watching this. So I mean,
what are you doing here?
It's your own goddamn fault.
But yeah, so yeah, Leia, yeah, she's accepting her role. She's no longer using the title of princess, which I actually think is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because,
Well, C-3PO still calls her that, though.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like he can't necessarily.
It's old habits, dude.
It's old habits.
It's old
Old
habits.
habits die hard.
Programming, so to speak.
Old droid, old habits.
And then so to quickly touch on this, I love the scene where they call the Millennium Falcon a piece of junk.
No, garbage.
Well, what's the difference? I mean, really.
Immediately,
It has to be a direct quote.
immediately when Ray said garbage, I knew right away, oh, she's talking about the Millennium Falcon.
And I just love how it's like just sitting there, like, wow, like no one took care of the Falcon.
Because
it just sat there.
Well,
that's
it's a whole piece of junk.
That single moment is when we were like, besides like John Williams opening and the scrolling things where I shed a tear, like it was that moment. That's when you're like, you gasped because that trilogy that you love so much came back. You're gonna get more of it. That's what.
Yeah.
We're home.
I still
Yeah.
get feels from that. I've seen that trailer I don't know how many times.
Oh yeah.
But,
Yeah.
It was different seeing it like in the movie though. Like
right?
It was
that
so
was, like,
amazing.
It made so much more sense.
So yeah, I mean, again, we had so many old things from the old trilogy come back.
We gotta do another episode.
We will probably when we get back.
Yeah.
Together.
Well, Rachel and Jess
On the
watch
couch.
it,
On the
maybe in
couch.
person, so we can all be like,
so we can be punching people.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger couch.
We will. Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger couch.
Hey, I mean, Anyways, so yeah, we will probably be doing a second part of this at some point in the next month or so, or something like that.
Well, let's still do our ratings and stuff like that.
That's when I'm going to end this one with, and then we'll go more details the next one.
Yeah.
So let's start with the lady of the group, Miss Layton.
hi. How many are we doing? 5 stars?
5 stars.
Hold on. It's frozen. Don't answer.
The anticipation.
Frozen. Okay. Well, how many stars?
5.
Okay.
No, 10.
Alex.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the dude who actually runs the page, and I'm gonna say, okay, 4.5 stars.
What? Really? Really?
I really like
What's that?
Okay. I mean, hey, that's her opinion. I mean, we gotta respect that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
What? What's that? Did I do something wrong? What did I do?
No.
Let's just say what it is. We have 3 fanboys that are super freaking excited because Star Wars.
It's back!
Hearing us talk about it, is there any doubt that any of us is going to give it anything less than 5?
Okay, but I'm saving my 5 stars for a future one.
100
with,
believe.
Really good stuff.
I 100% believe.
This wasn't really good stuff?
Yeah, I'm waiting to not be heartbroken by Han dying, and also
They had to do something though.
different
Yeah,
stuff. I don't know. I'm just waiting for it. But 4.5 is for me because I loved it, but I know it's gonna get better, and I gotta give myself some leeway.
All right, fair enough. All right, Mr. Connor. Yeah, I'm calling you that. Mr. Connor, what is your rating?
Mr. McCluskey.
I'm not going to respond.
Okay, Mr. Ginger, What is your rating?
I can't tell if it's better or worse.
That's better.
I mean, I'm going to give it 5 stars because, I mean, obviously, like, I've seen this now 3 times, and I was expecting to, like, once I got the hype over with, I'd be like, all right, let me think about this rationally, like, think about it, and think about this. And the fact is, it's pretty good. It's a great callback to the original trilogy.
It's
Alex.
pretty good.
I'm giving it 5 stars. Gosh darn it! What more do you? Like, it's great storytelling, and honestly, it does something that a Star Wars movie should really do, and it's stand on its own.
It's
like, I don't need to see anything before it. I don't need to see anything. If I have not seen Star Wars before this point, I would still watch this and be excited, and that's why it's fun.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Alex.
Well,
I mean, we pretty much know, but try to keep it brief.
I'm going to give it 12 parsecs.
So 5 stars. All right.
Yeah, 5 stars. Yeah, this was, I've had like a deep, unbelievable deep history with Star Wars that I will be here all day if I could get into it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It just blew me away. I've seen it 5 times now and counting, and I have plans to see it on Tuesday with one of my buddies. Like, he's been going through and stuff. He hasn't seen it yet.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I'll probably see it another time, 7 for episode 7. But this was incredible. This seems like what must have been like for our parents when they first saw Star Wars.
Yeah.
That level
Absolutely.
of awesome, and it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying not to lose my mind here. It was so beautiful, so touching, so amazing, so fucking awesome. Sorry.
Just say it.
And it. Oh my god. I feel like I'm like having like an orgasm right now.
That's
or something.
what I was gonna say. That's what you sound like. So.
Yeah, it's just
It's an nerdgasm.
10 years ago, we thought this was the end, but this is just the beginning of a beautiful like trilogy. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 12 parsecs, 100 out of 100. Yes, this is. I had a little bit of problem with the Rathar change, just a tiny little nitpick and stuff like that. That was a little over the top, but it was still Star Wars. This was amazing. This was incredible. Yeah. I can't wait to see it again. And like I'm not good. I know the beats and stuff like that. Now I'm like analyzing it and stuff like that, but that cannot get it back. Like that cannot over.
We get what you're saying. We get it.
Like my inner child, I was like 4 again, watching episode 1 of Phantom Menace again.
Yeah,
but
it was like watching Star Wars again.
It was better. It was better than Phantom Menace and stuff. I'm jealous of my little brother. This was his first Star Wars movie in the theater.
Nice.
And I'm jealous because it was better, stuff like that. This was what our parents would have had and stuff like that. Like we had the prequels. Yes, we're the prequel generation. Okay, let's get over that. But this is like what it is. This is what Star Wars is. Like the original trilogy. And I'm
gonna cut in here because you're going on.
You're rambling at this point now.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars.
All right. Anyways, so yes, clearly for me, 5 stars. Definitely. Again, for the reasons you all have said, it's Star Wars. What more do I need to say? It is Star Wars. So. Yeah. Well, we'll be off, so you can go get one pretty soon.
Okay.
I
need to go see it again.
Yeah, I want to go see it again.
We gotta go see it again. We gotta go see it again.
We do.
When we all get back.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'll go with you guys because
it
should still be in theaters by then.
It should be, yeah. But anyways. Thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for the people who actually watched this. We know it was a little, jumbled around, but we will be back for another part and we'll talk more about certain moments of the movies and so forth. So again, my lovely guest today on Couch Talk is Leighton Williams.
See you, princess.
Yep. Connor McCluskey.
What's up? Bye.
Chewie!
And then,
Zane's Chewy.
hey, I get blow up stuff, so I'm fine with that. And then of course our probably most enthusiastic Star Wars fan, Alex Weiss.
Yep.
Resident Star Wars fan. Alex Weiss.
All right, guys. So in the next month, look for the second part of this. It'll probably be more live than it is now.
Yeah.
And on a couch.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm on a couch, so.
I'm on a couch.
I'm on a bed, so.
I'm in a lazy boy.
But anyways, until next time, guys. Peace out.
Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye. Go watch stuff.